Hey everyone, Christina here. Today I want to talk about a point that I was discussing with a friend on Sunday. And this point was in reflecting on my life at the moment and what's happened and what is happening and what's coming up. I am in a state of peachiness, if you want to say. My life is pretty stable and I have a good job and I've just been promoted and I just moved into a beautiful new space, and things at the moment for me are quite nice and stable and I have no complaints and things are well. And in discussing this with a friend, what was interesting for me is I could see that the way that I'm experiencing my life right now and the things that are happening and who I am in relation to these things is very much a result of the process that I've walked for 9 years, which is the Desteni process. The tools and the principles that I've learned through Desteni as a whole has been the ultimate point in which I've created my life as it is now. What I can see is that my experience in relation to life and how I move day to day, although I have resistances to things, I enjoy myself. I enjoy the small moments. I'm not afraid of, things not working out or money not being there, or I don't get caught up in emotional dramas in the workplace, or I don't sweat the little things. I don't, have a lot of weight on my shoulders. And for me, that is the proof of this process that I've walked, which is self-forgiveness and self-honesty and taking self-responsibility for myself and my life and not participating in things that I see are unnecessary and create conflict in this world. And so I wanted to share the fact that this process and this life that we all live, it doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be conflictual. It doesn't have to be a burden. The ability, the power that we have to change ourselves and to create ourselves is quite magnificent. And the way that I see my day-to-day life going and who I am within that, I'm grateful and I'm humbled, but I'm also proud because I know that what I've created for myself and how I experience my life is an effect of this process that I've walked all these years of self-forgiveness and self-honesty and writing and sharing and opening up and challenging these ideas about myself and facing fears and being willing to do new things. It is absolutely the effect of this process, and it's like you don't even realize that it's happened until you're facing a moment where you stand within a point of self-trust, or you stand in a point of self-acceptance, or you do something that the old you would have never dreamt of doing, or that could do, and you've done it, and was natural. I'm experiencing things like that these days, and it's very cool, and I'm very grateful to have walked this process. And I just wanted to share that it takes time, obviously. It takes years. It takes discipline and commitment, and it takes sticking by your principles. But it does create a different self, a new self, and it can change your life. So just keep in mind that while you might face struggles and you might, feel like your experience is nothing but turmoil and there is no light at the end of the tunnel and you see no way out, please just realize that there is more. And it simply takes you walking day to day something that is of self-honesty, and that is going to nurture a new nature. That's what I've realized. It's like you can harness and practice the skill of this process with something so simple, something so small. Every day you commit to writing 20 minutes a day, or you do a 21-day, no coffee, or you you know, put yourself out there more. You say yes more to when people invite you out, or you go take a class somewhere. Something that challenges the way that you've always existed is the way to freeing yourself from what you've always lived. And what we've always lived is not our full potential. There is so much more. And this is only the beginning. So be patient and take it one day at a time, but realize that the power that we have within creation is quite remarkable, and it is within each one, and it can be fun, and we can have fun, and we can enjoy ourselves. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you next time.